Hello and howdy. Welcome to JavaScript Girl in a .NET world. We're going to talk a little bit about .NET MAUI / Blazor Hybrid apps today. So welcome. Most people call me B1 or B. Cool. Thank you. I really like to know the shortcuts because some people, I'll be gaming and they'll see my tag and they'll be like, Speedo Girl. And I'm like, no, it's Speedo. I don't know how you mess that one up, but okay. So what I want to do, I'm going to also open up Visual Studio. We're going to preview because Maui and updates, we want to be on the latest. And of course, we're going to beach ball, and that's what we're doing. But I do actually have a to-do item of order new computer. I'm actually going to make a sticky note. I know most people make fun of my sticky notes, but they are how my world works. So, okay. Maui going to be in Visual Studio Stable in August. Sick. Shut up right now. That is the happiest news. Oh my God. That's so exciting. Because I'm really annoyed with having to I use all three. I use Visual Studio Preview, and Visual Studio Code. And it's really annoying. It'd be great to get rid of one of those. So that's awesome. Okay. Oh my God, Scott, you just made me so happy. Yay. Okay. What were we doing? Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new app in Angular, and then we're going to just practice wrapping it in a MAUI Blazor Hybrid app. So for those of you who have never heard of this before, I'm actually just go to the slides and show you what I'm talking about. Unlike the normal deployment process that maybe some of us might be used to on the web, I'm going to show you. Because .NET privacy, yes, blah, blah. No, this one. So what I'm used to is deploying a web app with Netlify or Heroku. Ugh, God forbid. I've got some apps still on Heroku and I need to, vacate that. Oh, okay. Hang on. This is why we're doing this today. I just thought of something that I need to double check because the last time I did this talk, it was no longer up. I was like, oh crap, it's not up right now. And I don't know why. So I need to double check my Netlify app. Double check Netlify deployment. Okay. Just to find out why, because I don't think it's live right now. I don't know why. Okay. Yes, responsive styles, blah, blah, blah. But what we are going to do is use MAUI Blazor Hybrid to essentially wrap a JavaScript app and ship it to multiple locations. Boop, 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 web app and MAUI. Yes. And so these are kind of the steps of creating the app, deleting the pointers to Blazor, and then inserting your JavaScript app. And it's very, very simple, and it works at least most of the time out of the box. Sometimes there are unforeseen updates that kind of hang me up. So I wanted to walk through this today with you all, get the flow. And maybe some of you hadn't heard that you can do this. It's a really, really cool way, I think, to get web apps on mobile or on desktop. And, I get the question quite often, why not Electron? Because Electron sucks. I said it. You can VOD it and clip it and play it on the, it sucks. Okay, there. So that's why not Electron. And I'm a huge .NET fan. It's been so fun learning .NET and so much easier than I ever expected it to be. Again, this is coming from an Angular JavaScript perspective. Evening, hey Thindle. My day is going really well. How was your day? I prefer everything stable. Yeah. Oh, and also I missed Shai's comment. I'm doing good. I'm learning .NET MAUI with C#, not using XAML. Resources are hard to find in C# in XAML. It's easy. Wait, what? I totally messed up that sentence. Resources are hard to find in C#, whether in XAML it's easy. Okay. If you're not using XAML, what are you using for the... unless you're doing a MAUI Blazor app with HTML. I think he means XAML is easy to find. C# is hard. Oh, okay, thanks, God. Resources wise, yes. No, I know. I noticed that. Have noticed. Okay, so what we're going to do is create a new Angular app. Let's do it on the desktop. Why not? Let's go up to development. Oh yeah, because commas are a thing. Come Come on, Butterfingers. Development, ls, and then I'm going to go into one of my many delete me folders because, oh my goodness, do it. Just do it. And then ls, a lot of stuff. Okay. Today is going to be named after, let's see, the first person who said hi to me. Be one mind. Okay. Make der. Be one mind. I think I spelled that right. I did. I spelled it. I did it. CD into that directory, and we are going to Ingenu. App should be, let's see, we'll call this our amazing web app. Okay, so once we have that created, we will, yes, oops, sure, CSS, sounds great. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so that we don't have the wrapping lines, because that kind of so once we have that created, we can, while that's generating, we can actually go to the other side of life and make a new project in preview, Visual Studio preview. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm in right now. I don't know. Shorty is making some comment about Lizzo. I do like her. She's amazing. But I'm going to turn on focus for 1 hour. Okay. So we want, well, August is going to be great for me since I struggle with .NET and VS Code. That's what Shai said. I stick with the IDE. I don't know. So let me show you this slide that I have at the very end. This is, kind of small text, so I apologize. But these CLI commands are how I've gotten, how I get away with things. But I'm trying more to learn how to be good with IDE. We want a multi-platform app. I want it to be a .NET MAUI Blazor app with C#. Yes, that's what we want. Project name is wrapper app. And instead of putting it in projects, because what? I don't know what that convention is. Let's put it in our development folder, and B1 Mind was our first commenter today of the afternoon / evening / really early morning. Really wherever you are, whatever time. Okay. Wrapper app. Oh, solution name. I don't know if that matters. I don't know. Unless you have multiple projects with one solution. I don't know why it wouldn't be the same as the project. Oh, Visual 2022 Enterprise. Is it different? Is Enterprise like actually different? Oh, right. I'm making a project. Great. It looks like our Angular app. Again, this can be done with any JavaScript app. Did it crash? Is it making it? I don't know. We'll see. We're going to come back to Visual Studio. So now we will list this out. You see our amazing web app and wrapper app. Hey, that was generated. Yeet. Okay. So we're going to CD into our amazing web app and list out the stuff. So, okay, you're kind of scaring me, little pop-up. So yes, for those of you who don't know, very basic things, browser list, RC, you've got your node modules, everything looks pretty peachy. So we're going to go ahead and npm install to get those default modules in our life. For those of you on the .NET side, that's like the nugget or the nougat, as some people call it. ng serve. Let's run this server. Okay, and let's go. It looks like our wrapper MAUI Blazor app has been generated. Can I like zoom on this part? Weep, oop, nope. Hang on. There we go. I was like, I know I can make this chubbier. I think actually that's, this is the max bigness that we can get. And that is all proper grammar. What are people saying? It gives a good overview of Git changes and graphs inside the code. And also it can do live tests. Enterprise. Oh, cool. Okay, so yet like what, a fourth IDE I need to try? I'll be glad to get rid of preview. I really will. It's so cool. Sounds a bit expensive. Oh yeah, I do wonder. Can we know how much it is? I have no idea. Like, it was a new thought process to even pay for these things, because I come from a JavaScript world and I was like, people pay for editors? What kind of madness is this? Why would they do that? Like, it was news to me. So the only reason you want professional/enterprise, oh, I can pop this on the screen for those of you who is if you have a big company. Hey, One Lion. Awesome. Hi. Good to see you. Thanks for the raid. Hi, everybody. Welcome to JavaScript Girl in a .NET world. Today, we are wrapping a JavaScript app and a Maui Blazor app and just practicing deploying that and viewing it on Mac. So kind of an abnormal, maybe abnormal workflow for some people to see. So have a little bit of fun today, this afternoon, or, evening, night, whatever time it is. Say hi in the chat. Let us know what time it is for you. What was One Lion? What were you guys talking about on your stream? Oh my gosh, I saved, look at this, support web standards. Does anybody remember when this was a movement? I saved this sticker for so long. It was getting obnoxious. I've got a couple of stickers like that I just cherished so much that I never wanted to use them. And I was like, they're not getting used in my life. And so now it's not even a movement anymore, because web standards are pretty much they exist now. But I was there when Zeldman was a big deal and web standards weren't, and he was fighting for them. So, okay. What are we doing? I've already generated the Maui Blazor wrapper app, which is what we're about to walk through. 7,500 for enterprise. Oh, what? For those of you who are joining the conversation late, we were talking about IDEs, and I'm using Preview. And Scott said that Maui will be off Preview and just in Visual Studio in August, which is next month, which is awesome. We were all getting really excited about that. And then Scott was saying how he uses Visual Studio Enterprise. And so I started asking about what does that give you? And then people in the chat, I think Shai mentioned how expensive it is. And so I was just filled in. I had no idea. I'm, again, from an Angular world. I used Atom back in the day. I was a huge Atom lover. And then Sublime even before that. And then I did do some Vimming before that. And right after Atom, I switched to Visual Studio Code, VS Code. And that's where I am currently. And all of this long line to say I've never paid for one. And it was a really weird foreign concept. I was like, because, I come from the JavaScript side and I'm learning about .NET and I'm like, they pay what? They pay how much? That is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not paying for it. No. Yeah. But still I had no idea it was in that range. When people say it's expensive, I'm like, what, you paying $10 a month? I didn't know. It's just the different mentalities, honestly. I know quite a few web people who have the same mindset who would be like, wait, what? They're paying how much? So, it's just funny. These bubbles of developers. Okay. Let's run one of these apps. Actually, did this one run? What are you asking me? Yes. Some of you, I don't know, do you share your anonymous usage data? I do. I mean, I'm a GDE. I kind of really trust Google, probably way more than I should. I'm a very trusting person. So I'm just sure, have the data. Why do I care? I started with Sublime too. Yes, Shy. Oh my gosh. I was a holdout, man. I was not going to switch. Adam finally got me. If you are from the .NET side of life, but you want to try out something webby, let me show you. This is what I use to teach, or even do talks and live demos, things like that. I love stackblitz. So if you haven't heard of them, highly recommend them for in-browser editing. I can show you, as long as you all don't judge me, because I haven't finished this demo yet. But just this little Angular app, and it does the the npm install and it, like starts the server. It's like all right here. And so it's going to take a second because that's what it's doing right now live in the browser. But love stackblitz, love the guys who make it. Very impressive stuff. I'm not paying for it. It's my university. Yes. People give me crap for paying $10 for polythane. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you using an M1 Mac? I am, but I have a sticky note. You want to see my sticky note? There's multiple sticky notes. This came up with that one. All right, I'm going to show you Shy. This is my sticky note. I'm going to order the M2. It's on the agenda. That sticky note means it's going to get done. So I promise the streams will get better and my live demoing will get better and running things like .NET, things that probably shouldn't be ran on a Mac. Running those will also get better with the M2 chip. So I'm really excited. Do you have one? Are you a Mac person? Legends say she wants. Oh, yes. But yeah, no, I hear you. That's why I was like, when people say expensive, I thought you meant like $10 a month. I'm just flabbergasted that something could. I understand that companies will foot the bill on that kind of thing, but still, what was I showing you? Oh, right, stackblitz. So it's got the little editor, and then you can look at your files and be all like, woo, beep, boop, boo. Let us make the background of the banner a different color. Like Rebecca purple, and then we go, yes, that one, and then it's purple, that kind of thing. Okay, you get it. Cool. So I'm gonna go close this and show. Oh, actually, I should leave that open, and I'll turn it into our local host. So we just generated a brand new Angular app. If you missed it before the raid, or you just joined us, Angular, what we're doing with a JavaScript app, should it be done? Yes, I think it should. And I would love to hear your opinions on this. But essentially, this is a talk that I'm going to be giving tonight at a .NET DC user group. Find them on Meetup. Join us tonight for the full spiel. It's going to be awesome. But I want to do a practice run of some of my demos because things tend to break whenever they update. So I just wanted to double check that I'm still sane and this is all still possible. We're going to find out together live. So upgrade your JavaScript app with .NET MAUI. And I'm going to show you the steps. I need like a quick jump to this one. This one. This is the one I wanted to show you. So we create the .NET MAUI Blazor app. It's very important that it's MAUI Blazor. That's going to give us the ability to wrap a JavaScript app. Does not have to be Angular. That's what I'm most comfortable with. So that's what we're doing today. Delete Blazor component bits, insert the JavaScript app, build and run. And then you can see it on all platforms. I do get it a lot of, why are you doing this with MAUI? Do you know that Electron exists? Other words are said. Yes, I know that it exists. Do you know that Electron sucks? Yes, I know I'm probably going to get crap for that, but that's where I'm coming at. Okay, so for Angular, I just used the CLI and I just did ng-new. We walked through that process and now we are spinning up our app and it looks like this. It's a very basic application. Hey, Moke, good to see you. M2 sounds cool. I know. All my friends are like, it's going to fix all your problems. I'm a fangirl too, Shy. I see you on that. It's going to fix all your problems. And I'm like, I know it is. Like literally, if you have any problem in life, the M2 chip will fix it. I'm kidding. Of course it won't. But let's put something fun. I saw you on Twitch. Oh, yes, I do Twitch on Code It Live. Well, I mean, yeah, I really stopped twitching on my own channel. I used to do some streams, like huge Destiny fan. Love that video game. Way too many hours spent. But I used to stream when my team would raid, but my raid team has fallen out of step. So hopefully when the next DLC drops, we can get back into that. But yes, I stream on Code It Live. We are going to go and look at our Angular app. We're going to be sane people and we're going to open it in VS Code. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to show it to you, prove that it is nothing more than a simple JavaScript app. And then we'll hopefully wrap it and get to see it like on Android and see it on desktop for Mac and things like that. iPhone. Tried Electron, it sucks. Thank you. So many people are like, there are other options. I'm like, do you know that this was so easy to do? Like I'm going to show you on stream. Like it's so easy to do. I think people maybe argue for something like Electron because you're staying within the same ecosystem, right? Because like JavaScript and Node and it's like Electron and it's all on that side of life. But ew. I don't know. I would rather like use .NET any day than have to deal with that. So I just have heard that it is not as performant as it could be. So Pro 4 months ago before N1. No! That literally, Moke, that is literally why I hang on to stuff for way too long, because I know I always have this feeling I'm like, they're going to drop something new as soon as I buy. I know, that sucks, dude. Okay. Right. We're going to show you. So this is how I usually code and look at life. Here's my Angular app in Visual Studio VS Code. Can I make you bigger? I can. And look how much. See, this is what I mean by like Preview or Visual Studio. Like while they try to be very Mac friendly, they still have a ways to go. This is as large as I'm able to make this side panel, whereas this I could just keep blowing it up for days, right? So just things like that like is expected, at least in my brain. So here's our Angular app. Let's show you in the source. We've got our app. This is I'm going to actually make this full screen just for a second. The content below is only a placeholder. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this, and I'm going to make the most amazing list you've ever seen. H1, let's go ahead and call this, what was it? Our amazing web app. Our amazing web app. This is being shoved for some of you who are like, wait a minute. I've done HTML before. Where is your HTML tag? Okay. Yes, I know. This is being shoved inside the app root, which has a body and our head and our title and blah, 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 blah. So yes, this is our app component, which is our main app component. We could make other feature components. Should we? Okay, but we want to get to Maui. Okay. Let's make it an unordered list. Or no, unordered list? Unordered list. We'll make it unordered. And what we're going to do is I'm going to list out chatters who've been chatty today, because I love you all and you're beautiful. So B1 Mind, he actually got the directory named after him. We also have Scott, who is such a good, friendly chatter. Shy. I'm going to put your full thing. Guru Math. And you can yell at me if I misspell it, because I deserve it. Thindle. Why all caps, man? Why you shout at us? I think Moke was here too. I'm scrolling. Oh, and Dizzy. One Lion, of course, rated us. So let's give him One Lion. I gotta tell you, if you're still hanging out, we're gonna give him 2 because that makes sense. Rating you is not easy. I always misspell your handle. I'm always like, where does the 1 go? And how is it? It's always, I don't know. It's my brain. Moke. Where's Moke? I definitely saw a Moke. All right. So we're going to go. I just wanted to customize this. Is it an underscore or a dash? It's an underscore. G leader. And I think we're good. Are we all caught up? Oh, I see somebody else. Alchemist. Photon. Or what is it? Photino is Electron-like. And it's .NET friendly. Oh, cool. Photino. So, I need to look into that. Yeah. I hope you don't hate me for that, Shy. It's for multiple reasons. Most of those involve contrast and me being partially blind. So I struggle to read at times, and this honestly is like just that, like, I know it's harsh, but that harshness like helps me. So G leader, be on my mind. Did I miss anybody? Alchemist. Anybody? Oh my god, I'm reading the literal best book right now. It's book 2. King Killer Chronicle. Oh my God. If you like fantasy, oh, it's so good. All right. Here's our amazing web app. It looks probably like the coolest app you've ever seen. Like you're thinking in your brain, how did she do that? Magic and HTML. We're going to go King Killer Chronicles. Oh, I want book 3 so bad, but I think he's still writing it. Patrick Rothfuss is a god among men. Seriously, I cannot stop reading. Cannot stop. So good. Anyways, where can I buy it? I listen on Audible because I'm kind of an audiobook whore. Am I allowed to say that word on this stream? Well, it was said. I will just consume audiobook content, but I know there are many other places. In many other places, you can, I'm quick, be one mind, to jump on new things. So I was looking to play with Tari, but interested to see how this works. Cool. Let's get on. I'm sorry. I know I'm super distracted. So here's our Angular app. It has a really cool list of some really cool people. I don't know why I winked. And we need to build this Angular app. They need to build it for production. So let's go to here and we're going to type ng build configuration production. And I don't know. I think sometimes I get yelled at for the configuration flag because I think it got changed. We'll see if I get yelled at. So while that's building, let's go do our Maui Blazor Hybrid introduction and get that app running so you can see what it looks like before we hijack it, essentially. Where is it? It's right here. Okay. So for those of you who missed it, in Visual Studio, I opened up Visual Studio Preview because we're using Maui and it's not August yet. And I generated a new Maui Blazor Hybrid app. So now I called it Wrapper app. We're going to debug it for, I think it's fine to just do, I think it's going to do an iPhone. That's fine. We can run into the Android errors that we're going to run into near the end of the stream because we're on Mac. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. This is your sign. Okay. Where can I buy the amazing app? I will push it to GitHub for free. No hate speech. Oh, were you talking about me calling myself an audible hoe? I don't know if calling oneself a hoe is hate speech. I don't think so. I call my sister a hoe all the time, and it's meant in the most loving way you can think of. Okay, this looks like it built. So we're going to go and look and see if it actually built. Oh, and look, our Wrapper app. So for those of you who are not familiar, this to me looks like the default. I'm very shiny today. Sorry for the ADHD. I know it is strong today. This is what the default Blazor app looks like. Can I make it bigger? Bigger. Can I make the elements? See, this is me not knowing how Maui Blazor Mac apps work. Okay. So you've got a lovely sidebar with a navigation to go to a counter, home, or to look at this lovely table with some data. Is this actual live data? I'd be interested to see. I don't think so because nobody's chilly today. So, or anytime. -7. I'm going to go ahead and say this is not live data. Okay. So we did the build. And this is what our app looks like before, our Wrapper app looks like before we hijack it. So we're going to go to, let's open up Finder so I can show you files. I know it's really, really, really small. I'm going to fix it. Just let me navigate there really quickly. Development, we're inside delete me. B1 mind is what we're inside of. And these are our two apps. And I'm going to, at this point, change it to this view. So, What? I thought I could make it there. Okay. And then I'm going to make it bigger. So we're inside our amazing web app. I want to go back one step. I don't know. Every time I go back, it like changes the view back to my okay. So we've got our two apps. Wrapper app is the MAUI Blazor Hybrid app. This one is our JavaScript app, which is an Angular app, but it could again be any JavaScript app. Let's go and show you in this one. I'm going to show you the build bit. Ooh. So we don't need a breakpoint. I just need to make you bigger. We now have dist, which has everything in life that we need to make this happen. So we're going to go into, I really can't handle this view. We're going to go into our wrapper app and into our www root. And this is where we're going to drop the built JavaScript app for production. You with me? So we're going to go open up a new tab, grab development, delete me, B1 mind, wrapper app, our amazing app. This one inside of dist, we have this stuff. We're just going to drag all of this stuff, and I'm going to option drag it so it still exists in that. So now it's asking me, and it's really small text, so I'm just going to read it to you. It says, an item named favicon.ico already exists, and I'm going to say replace it. An item called index.html exists. What do you want to do? I'm going to replace it because I want whatever was built in my JavaScript app to override what existed, right? But there's still a couple of things that didn't exist, so I'm leaving it alone. Whatever existed, just replace it. Otherwise, leave it alone. And I want to go and open up this guy. So now our root has our JavaScript, our www root folder has our JavaScript app. But we need to actually change the pointers so it's not pointing at Blazor bits anymore. These folders are enormous. Sorry. They were large. Using MAUI to embed Angular feels like using IE to download Chrome. Listen to me. I love this. This makes me so happy. It makes some people cringe, but I love it. Okay. This is the part where Alyssa gets a little derpy because I have to remember where the Blazor pointers are. So if you are like Blazor Pro, you can yell at me. Otherwise, we're just going to hunt and peck for it because I can't remember where it points to Blazor. No, I don't think this is it. Is this it? Main page? XAML? This one? Bah! Yes, because it's the Blazor web view root component. It's really hard to see those little tiny emojis. You might have to explain your emoji to me, Scott. It looks like a castle in the sky, and maybe that's what you meant to send me. Okay, so we have this Blazor web view, which is exactly what we need and nothing more. So everything inside of that web view, like the root components, yeah, we don't need that. We're just going to save and be like, okay, bye. Because we just need to point to the index file because this beautiful MAUI Blazor Hybrid app runs HTML and JavaScript and all that goodness. Like it's essentially a little tiny browser given to us by the MAUI gods. You're welcome. So let's go run it. Stop. I don't know if I need to stop it, but I did. I stopped it. And now we're going to rerun it. And now we're going to see it. And hopefully we see, if you all remember, the amazing list of developers and friends inside of a MAUI Blazor web view. Yeah. There you go. Done. I say we ship it. Let me show you the next step because some of you might be like, what? I know. It's like, MAUI gives superpowers to Angular, like accessing resources of your computer. Listen, it sounds like somebody's nice ship it. I know, right? Mind blown. Okay, so, I mean, it's even cooler when I'm like running it on other devices. Like, let's see it on the iPhone 12. Sure, whatever. And then I can get Android running. I sometimes run into errors and I have to update bits and pieces, but we'll run that and find it. But the next part, oh right, I wanted to show you my slides. I have a couple of things. So after you do the wrapping, right? I'm going to show the review slide one more time. Review slide. So after you do these steps, you are ready now to actually deploy and like get it on the App Store, get it on the Play Store. It's kind of painful. King Gerald has a guide, and I highly recommend it if you actually want to walk through this process and get your JavaScript app up today, because he walks through the nitty gritty pieces. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. One of them is go to developer.apple.com, and I'm actually just going to press play on this so that you can see the animation. And transporter. I don't know why, but essentially whenever you build an application for an Apple device. Oh, my simulator took over. I was like, we have lost Keynote. I'm going to go ahead and escape out of Keynote just in case, because I don't know what you all are seeing anymore. I can't see Keynote. This little iPhone 12 Bud emulator took over. So anyways, I'm going to keep talking though. When you build an app for the iOS store, I get the names mixed up, you will get something called it's like an IPA file. Instead of when you set up your developer account on developer.apple.com, in order to link that like certificate and those identifiers and all that information that you input to link that with the actual like built application itself, which is the IPA, you have to download something called Transporter and you upload it through there. Why you don't just upload your IPA directly to developer.apple.com, I don't know. Awesome. So here's our amazing list. It's now on iPhone 12. What I do need to do is like another episode where we talk about styling and responsiveness and kind of like, making our list look fantastic no matter what device it's shipped on, because guess what? We can now ship it on any device we want. Oh, take it. Okay. So let's go here. We're going to press play. I want to walk you through some of the other steps of deploying on here. You also need to go to appstoreconnect.apple.com, and that's going to ask you for even more information about your application before you can submit it to be accepted to the store. And some hiccups that I ran into were like privacy policy, screenshots, rights to your firstborn child, of course. I did have my first rejection. If you want to hear about these things or more, show up to the user group tonight. I'm going to be speaking at the .NET DC user group. You can find them on Meetup. I'm going to check in with chat because I've kind of been ignoring you for a hot second. Hi, I love you. Nice. Ship it. Yes. Mind blown. Well, that's so cool. Do CSS media queries work fine with it? They do. They work fantastic. It's just a browser. It's like a little, I'm not kidding you, like any JavaScript app, any CSS, like it works, just works. I haven't ran into any issues. Like it's just, so good. It's so good. Okay. That's all. Does it run on Game Boy? What does Game Boy even take? Like, can you, cause I know, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't MAUI like shippable to like some TVs and devices? So like, I don't know. I do not know. I am new to .NET. Let's see. I want to make this. Where's our phone? Somebody find the phone. She's gone. This one. This desktop has our phone. Okay. I want to stop because I want to show Android, and then I wanted to do something else. Oh, I wanted to. All right, hang on. We're going to quit the simulator. I don't know if that was the right way to quit it, but Android, this section coming soon. I've actually walked through parts of it, but I ran into some hiccups, and I'll talk about that at the meetup tonight. So if you want more of that story, gonna leave you hanging. But I want to do Android. What was I doing? That's our Angular app. That's that app. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to do Android. I had to do some hacky things before. So unsupported devices, Android incompatible API level. Interesting. Let's go ahead and manage these and see if we can get it working. This is why I have, let me show you this slide. This is why I have this slide because before I finally accepted the inevitable that I had to work with some sort of Visual Studio, like I couldn't just ignore them forever. I ran into some really, really funky bugs actually, because I was trying to do everything through the terminal. And so you can, create your Maui app, you can build your Maui app, you can publish it all through the terminal with these CLI commands. And so I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I ran into some issues when I was trying to customize a Maui app. It wasn't Maui Blazor. It was just a normal Maui app, but it was really, really funny because I changed the styles, and the same app was running in two places, one in Visual Studio and one through my terminal. And the app that was running through my terminal, the styles weren't changing even after like a rebuild. And I understand that Visual Studio gives you hot reload, but there's something else going on there, because the Visual Studio app that was running was like instantly showing the updates, and it was just baffling to me. Anyways, so what we would do if we cannot get it working through Visual Studio is that we're gonna .NET build. We're gonna do this command through. We're just, instead of saying .NET 6 back catalyst or .NET 6 iOS, we'd say .NET 6 Android. Which I don't know why I don't have Android here. I'm gonna go ahead and like move you down and be like, look, you can do Android too. That should exist. Spacing on that was gonna drive me crazy. Okay, and we'll put Android first since iOS that catalyst should kind of be together like friends. Okay, so let's go see if we can manage our devices. You can ship it to Samsung. I've heard that one. Tizen. I have heard that. Okay. This is the problem. I'm going to run my Pixel Pi and see if we can even get the emulator up, which, wow, that was holy fast. Holy fast. Wow. Did you see how fast that was? What the frick? Like on a Mac, Android pops up instantly, whereas the iOS simulator is like, okay. Wow, that's great. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I have had problems in the past. I'm hoping we're beyond this point. And so if you try this out, you're on Mac, you're trying to get your Android emulator to run. What I used to have to do, and I'm just going to share this hack with you in case you're interested in trying this out today and you run into this bug, when I could not get, because I just needed to get to this point in order to hijack the emulator. When I couldn't get the emulator running, I would go into Visual Studio, not Preview, and I would create a new application that was going to run on an Android device. And I would then build that, and that would work to get the Android emulator running, and then I would hijack it. So let me show you what I mean by hijack. This is our Angular app still running in the browser at localhost 4200. I'm going to go ahead and close it because we don't really need that. And then I'm going to CD up and out of our amazing web app and show you where we're at. So I'm going to go into our wrapper app, which is the Maui Blazor, and we're going to do .NET. It's this one, build, run, and then we're going to do it for Android. I don't know why I'm not getting, it's because I didn't spell .NET right. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not getting suggestions, because I shouldn't have to type out the whole line. I'm so lazy. .NET, come on guys, let's go. We can do this. Build, the word is build. Okay, it's gonna make me type it all out, which is fine. We don't have to be that lazy today. Or do we? Build, run. Donut build. Vacation time. Yay! Biofuel or high fuel, biofuel. Are you going? Are you leaving? Okay. -T run -F, then the net, -F, then the net, and then I think Android. NET 6.0. NET 6.0. Android. All right, let's see if this works. If not, I'll have to pull up the docs. Directory. Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't. Okay. Gotta go into wrapper app. There's a solution file. So now we can say .NET build. I don't know. I'm here for it. Specify which project. What? Wait, what? What? My brain is fuzzy. Vacation wine. Ooh, nice. I get a vacation eventually. Looks at her calendar longingly. Why can't I think of... Hang on. We're going to look at the .NET build because we're going to make this full screen real quick and I'll shrink up a little bit so we can see comments. .NET build. So do I need to go inside further? Because our solution file is right there and I've never needed to specify the solution file before. Specify which project or solution file to use because this folder contains more than one project. Since when? How does it contain more than one project? I think your folder contains both the CS project and solution file. I thought that was okay. Am I only allowed to have one of those? Confused. Can I just delete one? Does anybody know if it would be bad for Alyssa to just delete one? Maybe the solution or the proj? You need to specify the CS proj. Fine. I don't know how to specify the CS proj. Is CS proj and solution files? Yeah, like I see both of those files. I don't know why it's having a cow that they both exist. Ouch. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna type out. I'm just gonna type out the name of it and see if it's happy or if I need like a flag and then the name, because that's the part where I'm like, we're gonna have to look it up. CS proj. Cool. I thought it was gonna need a flag, but it looks like it's maybe running. That'd be sick. Okay. So what we're hoping to see is we're building for Android. So we're hoping to see this Android emulator get hijacked and the app kind of come to life inside of it. That'd be great. And to see the list of our amazing developers. That'd be an amazing way to end this stream. Yes, I know it was a short stream. Yes, you should tell me who you want me to raid. It's just that kind of day. I've got to put in some work on this talk. Try .NET build file. Thank you, Moke. Yes, that was exactly what I needed. Well, I think. I mean, nothing's exploded yet, so we're going to hold out hope on that. Let me look for... Yes, tell me who you want to raid, because we're going to need to do that in a minute. As soon as maybe, hopefully, we get Android running. There was something else I was going to do. Oh, for you. Yes. This one. .NET DC. Meetup is going to be awesome. If it's not too late for you, depending on your time zone, you could come hang out with me and see the full talk. Ooh, yeah. But you saw the meat of it today, so it's just me practicing for tonight. I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. Do .NET MAUI builds for ARM64 universal build. Ooh, we could try it. I am totally up for breaking things. So this is taking a hot second. Is there anything I can quit? I need the Android one up. We don't need we don't need VS Code. We don't really need Keynote, but I see Intel build whenever I build Mac Catalyst. For those of you just now joining, this is an Angular application wrapped in a MAUI Blazor Hybrid app running on a Mac for Android. Yes, you should all be applauding right now. You're welcome. I don't know. I find that amazing. I find that freaking awesome. Come back for more tonight. I'm going to be joining the .NET DC meetup group tonight. So that is, I'm just going to plop it in here. I think, now turn it horizontally. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thanks, G Leader. Thanks, Shy. I'm excited too. When things work, it makes me happy. Let's turn it horizontally. I've never. What the frick? Why is that happening? I have no idea how to work this emulator, by the way, so I could be doing it wrong. I need to look up how to tell it Because that's so strange. Hang on, let's run it on. I know we're almost out of time. Let's run it on. I know, don't be mad because I'm going to run it on 2 devices at once. So it might be. I'm going to close this device manager. Thank you for your help. You were invaluable, device manager. Do you have the rotation lock on? Oh my God, SMAB! SMAB! How do I know if I have rotation lock on? How does one know? I know how to do it on an iPhone, so we're going to check. MacBook gonna explode. I know. You could call it a feature. 1 hour stream today. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Scott. I know. It was really short. This is running. This is going to run. I'm going to rotate it on here because I know more about iOS devices. It's just been like legit a crazy week. So I have to create some mental time before the meetup tonight to iron out some things. Notification area swipe down. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Notification area swipe down like this. Oh God, wait. I did it. How do I know if it's rotation lock? Is that it? Is this rotation lock? There's no hover. I did these things, but I don't know which one is rotation lock. There's also this random button that's not oh, it is clickable. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of these means. Like, doesn't seem locked. Maybe it's a configuration of Maui. I know, I'm thinking so too. I need to figure out how, because let me show you in Maui real quick. There was this one weird thing. It was like, it was higher up than this. Was it in app XAML? Where like the zoom of the web page was set. And so I'm wondering if there's like other things like wrapping it that need to be set, like to allow rotate. Try again? Okay, I'll try again. I will always try again. Me? And then we're gonna swipe up from the top. Shouldn't that work? Isn't this the new top? That's weird. Swipe up from the top still has to be up here when this is our new top. And that's odd. What the? I don't flipping know. I'm just going to go ahead and say I've never touched an Android, so it works. I don't know. That was so weird. Yay. Moke, you're amazing. G Leader, you're awesome. Smab, you're kind of okay. I'm kidding. I love you, Smab. I wanted to show you, yes, I have it on the iOS device. Let's rotate the iOS device. It rotates how I would anticipate it to rotate. I don't know why we had to seemingly enable rotation lock, but maybe that's disable. But the coloring is backwards on that if that was disable. But there you have it. Mac's not exploding. That was yeetable, you guys. So I would the next like steps for this show, for this Maui Blazor Hybrid show that I like to put on for different conferences. I really want to figure out some interop so that who was it before that was like, it's like giving somebody in the chat can take credit for it, but they were saying, yo, that B1 guy is pretty cool. Gashi, hi Gashi. Yeah, that B1 guy is really cool. What were we saying? Something useful, I'm sure. Oh, the next step is creating some interop between the JavaScripts of our Angular app or whatever web app you shove in there, and Maui, right? So like access to our file system, access to our camera, etc., etc., etc. Like I want to meld the two sides. That's the next step to really creating powerful anywhere shippable apps. I think, I don't know, sounds like the next step. What about Windows Phone support? Can we do that? Is that a thing? Hang on, let's turn this off. We're gonna close that one. Also, has anybody told me who they want us to raid? Because we be raiding. Okay, we close that. Let's look at the drop down. So I have Mac Catalyst, crap ton of iPhone, iPod, etc. devices. We just showed Android. I don't know. Can you do Windows on here? It's not in the drop down for preview, but I don't know. Is it faster than running the app in the phone's browser? Than just running the app in the phone's browser? So I think what your question is leaning towards, because I have been also asked, why not just use a PWA? But there are some specifications. For one, the interop that I was just talking about, that a PWA would not be able to do. I mean, if you open the web app in a web browser, whether it's on a mobile device or not, that is going to be faster. I don't know if it's going to be more performant, but it would be faster as far as like developer, like, because you just ship it with Netlify and then it's live. But I have had the question raised, why not Electron? Why not a PWA? And there's lots of reasons to not use a PWA. Maybe like there are requirements for your client that they want it downloadable on the device, right? So I don't know. We go on for days. Thank you all for cheering me up. You were fantastic. So, mwah.